Hey everyone, and welcome to This Explainer. I'm absolutely thrilled to have you here today. Listen, if you've ever felt just a little bit lost when trying to figure out exactly when to use the present perfect tense in English, let me tell you, you are definitely not alone. It's one of the most common tenses we use, but it can be super tricky to master. So, today, we're going to completely demystify it. I want you to think of the present perfect tense as a grammatical bridge. It's literally a bridge that directly connects an action or an event from the past right up to the present moment. And honestly, once you start seeing this bridge, everything else is just going to fall right into place.
Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our quick roadmap for today. We're going to cover building the present perfect, talking about life experiences, unfinished actions, recent events, avoiding one very common mistake, and then at the end, we'll do some practice together.
Section 1. Building the present perfect, setting the foundation. Because, hey, before we can cross our grammatical bridge, we have to know how to build it, right?
So, the core function of the present perfect is to act as that connection. We use it when an action or event happened in the past, but, and this is the absolute key, it still affects the present. We aren't just telling some dusty historical story here. We're explaining how yesterday's action actually matters right now, today.
All right, let's look at the mathematical formula of our tense. It's basically a three-part equation. To build the present perfect, you need your subject, an auxiliary verb, and a past participle. If your subject is I, you, we, or they, you use have or the negative haven't, like I have worked or we have seen. But if your subject is he, she, or it, you absolutely must use has or hasn't. Like she has been, notice that the main verb is always in the past participle form, like worked, seen, or been.
Moving right along to Section 2, talking about life experiences, the ever and never. Have you ever been to a rock concert? And I've never traveled by boat. When we talk about life experiences, we really love to bring in these two powerful words, ever and never. Ever is typically used in questions to ask about your entire lifespan right up to today. Never is used for negative statements, meaning, not in my entire life. And notice, we don't really care when you went to the concert, just whether that experience exists in your life history.
Now, what's really interesting here is the subtle but honestly massive difference between have been and have gone. If I say she has been to Paris, it means she visited Paris and she's come back. It's a completed life experience. But if I say she has gone to Paris, it means she traveled there and she is literally still there right now. She has not returned. It's a crucial distinction that trips people up all the time.
Section 3. Unfinished actions and time, connecting past to present.
To talk about unfinished actions, we usually rely on two little words, for and since. We use for to show duration, a chunk of time. I have known him for 20 years. We use since to pinpoint the exact starting point of that action. I have known him since 2005. Both of these sentences mean the exact same thing. You're just choosing for or since based on whether you're giving an amount of time or a specific starting date.
Actually, scratch that. Before we move on, there is a quick rule we need to clarify regarding state of verbs. State of verbs describe a state of being, not an active process. Verbs like know, like, believe, and understand generally cannot be used in continuous ing forms. So even though knowing your friend is an ongoing, continuous thing, you can't say, I have been knowing him, because know is a state of verb. The present perfect simple is absolutely necessary here. I have known my best friend for 20 years.
Section 4. Recent events, present results, the domino effect.
And this brilliantly illustrates that direct cause and effect relationship. The computer has crashed. The past event is the crash itself. But why do we use the present perfect? Because the present result is that you literally cannot use the computer right now. The past action is actively interrupting your present moment. It's the domino effect in action.
When we talk about recent events, we frequently use these three time adverbs. First, just, for very recent actions, like I have just reserved a hotel. Second, yet, for expected but incomplete actions, usually in negatives or questions. She hasn't finished her homework yet. And third, already, for an action completed earlier than expected. We've already talked about it. These words basically act as little signposts, letting the listener know exactly how recent the event was.
Section 5. Avoiding one common mistake, the yesterday trap.
So, the crucial point is this. You cannot use finished time words with the present perfect. It is flat out incorrect to say, I have seen him yesterday. Yesterday is a finished, closed period of time. By using it, you completely burn the bridge to the present. If you want to mention a specific, finished time in the past, you must drop the present perfect and use the past simple instead. The correct sentence is simply, I saw him yesterday.
Section 6. Let's practice together. The whiteboard quiz.
Okay, we've built the foundation, we've crossed the bridge, and we've dodged the traps. Now, let's do a few practice exercises together to really lock this in. I'm going to put a prompt up. I want you to mentally form the sentence in the present perfect. I'll give you a few seconds to think, and then we'll reveal the answer. Ready? Let's do this.
Here's your first prompt. Make this into a positive present perfect sentence. You keep a pet for 3 years. Take 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And the answer is, you have kept a pet for 3 years. Great job. The subject you takes the auxiliary have, and the past participle of keep is kept. And notice that for tells us the duration. Let's try another one.
Next prompt. Make this into a present perfect sentence. She steal all the chocolate. Honestly, who steals all the chocolate? Outrageous. Go ahead and form the sentence. 3, 2, 1. The answer is she has stolen all the chocolate. Remember, because our subject is she, we absolutely must change our auxiliary verb to has. She has stolen. And the present result? There is 0 chocolate left for us. Okay, one more. Let's make it a question.
Final prompt. Turn this into a present perfect question. Where you study Arabic. Remember to think about how questions flip the grammatical formula. Go ahead. 3, 2, 1.
And the answer is, where have you studied Arabic? Huge congratulations if you got that right. You successfully placed the question word where at the front, followed by the auxiliary have, the subject you, and the past participle studied. You are officially crossing the present perfect bridge like a total pro.
Let's wrap up with a thought for you to take away. What is one life experience you have had that changes how you see the world today? I really encourage you to construct your own present perfect sentence in your head right now to answer that. Remember, your past experiences build the bridge to exactly who you are today. Keep practicing, keep building those bridges, and thank you so much for joining me on this explainer.